position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield, and they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Going for the big play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
With the catch, it's Tyler. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and They're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. And this offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
You know, oftentimes Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw again. There's the pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time on target. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Makes the grab. It's Avery. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Flying down the left side. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Avery. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And he's thrown another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Vince, touchdown LSU! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 11 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
UCLA offense will take over 1st and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man out of the backfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Uncorks one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
UCLA offense will take over. First and 10.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Snags it on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Schmidt. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They just keep firing. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to...